choice? Is it manipulation or is it the voice? Is it the beat that got you tapping your feet, got you bobbing your head when you listen to me? Your boy Kool Ken at the top of your list.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the very first episode of Get Your Mind Right with your host, yours truly, Kool Ken. I'm excited to have you here because this podcast is all about mindset, motivation, perseverance, and hearing the stories behind people who have achieved greatness. So whether you're chasing your dreams, overcoming obstacles, or just looking for a little inspiration, you've come to the right place. Today's guest is someone who has represented our country at the highest level and achieved what many only dream about. He's an Olympic gold medalist, an incredible athlete, and an even better person. Please help me to welcome my friend, Curran.
Well, I want to start
Well-
off by saying thank you for having me on the first episode of the podcast. It's really amazing, and I think it's really something special what you're putting together, and I'm really excited.
Hey, we're excited to have you here. We know how tough it is, and we just want to commend you on staying focused and pushing forward with everything that you do. So, right now, what we want to talk about, people, they see the medals, but they don't see the years of sacrifice that you go through. All the hard work that you put in, the hours. So I want you to talk and explain to everyone. First, tell them where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm from Sharonville, Ohio. It's a small suburb north of Cincinnati, and I grew up there all the way until grade 7. And then around that time, around age 13, I moved to Lake Placid, New York. And from there, I moved to Park City, Utah to continue training for my sport, freestyle aerial skiing. And I moved when I was 15, and I've been out here ever since. And I've been training extremely hard, pretty much ever since. So,
So with all that training, what was your childhood like?
yeah, I mean, my childhood was, pretty normal. Grew up going to school, having friends, playing sports. Like I played baseball and soccer growing up. Um, but I always really liked flipping and like being upside down. And I always really liked skiing. And the sport that I do now is kind of like a combination of the two. So growing up in Sharonville, there weren't a lot of places to ski, you know. The closest place was Perfect North Slopes, and it's a small 500 vert, ski resort. And I just started there and I loved skiing. I loved going there on the weekends and, doing their ski racing program. And growing up in Sharonville, I was always super involved with the music over at Princeton. Like I grew up playing percussion in their band. And then it all just one day, life just kind of changed. Then one day just got the call that I made this team to do aerial skiing full time. And I jumped right on it and packed my bags the next day and moved out.
So you were always athletic, it seems. And I heard
To
you
an
mention
extent, yeah.
do music as well.
A little bit. Yeah.
With all of that, when did skiing become serious?
hmm
At what point did you think I might actually become an Olympian?
Yeah. So obviously I didn't really know I was going to become an Olympian until like pretty recently. It was always like a goal and a dream of mine, but it's a lot easier said than done. Um, yeah, and just being in Sharonville, I just want to exaggerate like the support network I had to even when I wasn't playing or doing the sport that I am now when I was just playing soccer and stuff. The support, the sponsors that we had, the community we had was just amazing. And I think that contributed a lot to my sports, like really loving sports. And
Hmm.
I knew I always wanted to be into sports. That was the big thing. Like I knew I wanted to do something big in sports, and it just turned out that I was really good at skiing, and it's what I really like to do.
So, with you being an Olympian, I know it takes a lot of hard work, and we kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. But what does an average training day actually look like for Curran?
Hmm. Yeah, so I wake up every morning around 7:30. 7:30 is like pretty baseline for me. Wake up, I cook breakfast around 7:45 ish, and then from there I go to the our summer facility, which is plastic snow. It's like fake artificial snow, and it's a jump that we hit on snow into a pool, and that's like how we train our acrobatic skills for the winter. So I'm there for we warm up for an hour, and then we jump for 2.5 hours, sometimes three, depending
Hmm.
on what we're working on. And it's 15 to 20 jumps a day. And it's when we're doing smaller jumps. And then when we're doing like bigger, like triples, it's the numbers come down to like 10 to like 12 jumps a day. And it's 138 stairs to the top. So
Wow.
um yeah, it's good conditioning for sure, those stairs, because you're walking up in ski boots and wet equipment. So definitely helps keep us in shape. And then so after that, I like to try and get some food in me, like a lunch, like pre-workout meal. And then I go straight to the gym, and I'm there working out for an hour and a half. And then I spend another hour recovering, resting, and then another 30 minutes with a athletic programmer to go over, like what strength goals I have, what benchmarks I need to be hitting. And just we have a meeting just every week just to see like where we are and if we're improving or not improving. And that's a pretty standard day. And then we come home, eat, go to bed.
And so that's a total day of how many hours you thinking?
Hmm.
8 hours a
I
day?
honestly lose track. Um, I would say at most it's 7.5 to 8 hours a day. And at the least, like the very light days, I'm doing 4 to 5 hours. That's pretty light though. Usually want to be training like 6 to 7 hours a day.
What do people completely misunderstand about Olympic athletes?
I would say the biggest thing is that we are not paid for at all. So, um, and actually, I'm gonna rephrase how I just said that. We do not get paid a salary. So we don't get paid to like, for living expenses or for rent. That's completely on us. The only thing the committee will pay for is like your flights, your hotel rooms, and that's pretty much it. And that's only if you're traveling to like compete at like a World Cup level competition or higher. It's like world championships or the Olympics. Then that's like about all the money that they throw the athletes, which in the grand scheme of things, when you like look at all of it, they're not giving us a lot of money at all compared to like how much they're making. So we
So what
rely completely. What's that?
I was about to say, so what keeps you motivated, you know?
Honestly, there's no better life to live, in my opinion. I mean, I'm 21 years old, and I've been to 30 different countries, competed at 12 of them, and like I wouldn't want to live any other life other than this one. You know what I mean? That's like kind of like what motivates me, and it's really worth it to me to be able to have this experience that I think, not a lot of people, especially from a suburb in Cincinnati, Ohio, get to experience that often.
What sacrifices have you had to make to do what you do?
I would say there's three really big ones. School is a very, very big one because when I left, I had to like completely leave the public school system and like the in-person school system. And I had to transition completely to like online education. And that for me was pretty difficult being a 13-year-old boy. Like and I like was always one of those people that needed teachers like in front of you, you know,
Mhm,
walking you through the stuff and like if you have questions like to be able to answer right away. Another sacrifice was my family stayed in Ohio. So I kind of grew up like half my life not really around my family as much as I would, have liked to be growing up.
mhm.
Like I didn't get to like, see my brother go through high school that much and he didn't really see me go through high school or, just things like that. And a social life. I mean, when I moved, I'm pretty sure I lost contact with pretty much everyone that I knew in Cincinnati. So I would say those were the three biggest sacrifices that I made.
That's, I'm sitting here listening to you, and that's that takes a lot discipline, a lot
Hmm.
of courage, and a lot of love. You know what I mean? Because you have to have
Definitely.
support,
The
from
support system is everything.
you know,
Exactly.
or to make those sacrifices. Um, it don't when you look back at it, you be like, wow, all this time has
Hmm.
lapsed, and I've done all of this in the midst of that, and I was able to do it because of family and
Hmm.
friends.
Of the great people around me.
Yes.
Exactly.
I want you to kind of walk us through um your Olympic journey a little bit.
Hmm.
Kind of tell me like where you were mentally the morning of competition in Italy.
Yeah. So mentally, I mean, I remember waking up thinking like I have a job to do and I'm gonna go do my job better than anyone else's today,
Mhm,
just like I do every day. And that's kind of like the mindset every day because my whole thing is like when I'm training, my mindset needs to be the same as it is in competition,
mhm,
right? So that way less variables change. Um, so I'm always super in it to win it. Like if I'm in a competition, it's because I think I'm gonna win it. You
mhm.
know what I mean? Um, and it gave me a lot of confidence too, knowing that I had the best team in the world behind me, helping me out as well.
Mhm.
We had won this event in the last games prior and we had the same leader. So like I super, super lucky and blessed to have, the two two best jumpers in the world right next to me
And
winning
what
the
are their
gold
names?
medal. Kayla Kuhn and Chris Willis.
Awesome. That's amazing right there.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm gonna ask this question. It You probably have been asked it before, maybe not, but when we're at the top of the hill,
Hmm.
you're standing up, got your arms up, before you took off, like what's going through your mind at that time? What are you thinking?
So that one's a pretty hard one to describe. So I'm thinking a lot about what I'm about to do, like off
Mhm,
the jump in the air, like all
mhm,
the little adjustments I might need to make and when and where I would need to make those adjustments. You know what I mean? Because everything happens in a split second. Um, but it's funny because as soon as I get into like the start gate is what it's called, like I'm looking at the jump, looking at my coach, I'm not really thinking about anything. it's kind of weird. The mind kind of just shuts off, and it's like a blank slate, and it's just you, the mountain, and the jump, and it's almost like a numbness, like feeling like it's really hard to describe to someone who's never like, felt it before,
Right.
but it's like you're laser focused, but you're not focused on anything.
Right. You just
But you know what your job is, and as soon as you turn your feet and go, your mind automatically goes into repetition mode. Oh, it's like, okay, we've done this a million times before. We just have to rinse and repeat.
So obviously everything went as planned, right or wrong.
Mhm.
Everything went as
Right.
planned.
Correct. Couldn't have
So
gone any better.
so describe the moment that you realized I just won an Olympic gold medal. Describe that moment for me, please.
Yeah, so it really didn't set in until I would say they started playing the national anthem and they started raising the flag. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's when everything kind of like clicked and was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. We're at the Olympics and I just won for this medal for my country." And it was amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. For real. We're super proud.
Mhm.
Um, I honestly, I was sitting on the couch and the Olympics were on. I just happened to be home and I saw that jump. I saw your jump,
That's awesome.
but I didn't know it was you. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I
Yeah, I
saw
know.
that
I know.
jump, man. And it was amazing to watch. And all I could think of was the courage and the talent. Cause you not only are you an athlete, you have to have some gymnastic
Mhm.
abilities about yourself to spin and flip that many times in the air, that high. How high are you up there at the highest point?
Anywhere from 50 to 60 feet, give or take.
Yeah, I got to give you another clap for that because
Mhm.
that's
It was
something there
awesome.
that yeah.
Mhm.
I would have to train like you. I know it took took many years to do that, but yeah, that's absolutely amazing. So I have another question for you, and this is pretty. This is going to be a cool question. Um,
Mhm.
so you come down, you hit, you land, throw your hands up, um, excited. Who did you think about first? Who was the first person that come to mind?
Definitely my father.
Awesome.
Definitely my father. I was looking for in the crowd because him, my mom, and brother, aunt, and uncle, and all my cousin was there too. I had a big group there watching and supporting me, and my dad and my mom. I will say I thought about both of them just because I know if they watch this later, they might think I'm choosing favorites or something. But no, definitely the parents because without my parents, this would not have happened. Not like wouldn't
Did
even have
anybody
been thought
cry?
of. Oh yeah,
I said, who cried? Who cried?
yeah. Everyone except
Eh,
me. I was
eh,
excited, so I didn't have anything to cry about.
I know that's
Um,
right.
but brother, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, yeah, it was like everyone.
And
But it
I
was
almost
really
cried.
truly something
I almost
special.
cried. That's amazing, man. I say congratulations again. That's
Thank you.
that's awesome with the family being there. That that had to be an amazing feeling.
Mhm.
Um, so even though your family was there with you, who did you make that first phone call to?
First phone call. So actually, it wasn't a phone call, but I think the first person that I contacted after the Olympics was one of my very first
Mm,
gymnastics coaches. In Cincinnati, she used to work at CVA or CGA, Cincinnati Gymnastics Academy.
mhm,
Her name was Amy Shear. Amy
okay.
Word now. But I actually texted her a picture of the medal
Mhm,
because that she was the one who gave me the idea and like the goal and like the discipline. Like I mean, she was really, really hard on me when I was
mm,
younger, and that really, really helped. Me be able to have good relationships with my now coaches who are like these Russian guys who, they're pretty hard.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
definitely, they don't sugarcoat anything. And so she helped me out a lot and she gave me a lot of my technical skill and air awareness that I still have today. But yeah, and she just sent me a paragraph about how this like was the best thing ever.
that's awesome,
But
man,
she
well,
also, it must be noted that she did add at the end there that I still need to stay focused so I can get the individual medal
yeah,
because
big shout out.
that's what I really need. So big shout out to Amy. Um, yeah, definitely.
So, now that you're an Olympic champion, Olympic gold medalist, how has life changed for you? What's different?
So like my day-to-day life hasn't really changed that much as far as like training goes and like the things I've been doing.
Mhm,
The biggest thing that I would say that's changed is especially when I'm in Sharonville, a lot
mhm,
of people seem to recognize me or like,
okay, okay.
notice me or have like heard about me, see me somewhere. And I think that's pretty cool
Are
because
you signing
it's always a good thing.
autographs? You get an opportunity to sign
Yeah, I've been
autographs?
signing. Yeah,
Good.
I've been signing some autographs. Hopefully they're worth something.
Hey, they will be. They definitely will be.
Hopefully.
What about endorsement opportunities? Have those changed for you?
Not really. Not really. So I've gotten picked up by one company and they're not really even they're not really even paying me yet to
Mhm.
be on their team. And that's been it. That's the only one that I've reached out to that's even messaged me back.
So one thing I always tell athletes and so forth, um, there are so many sponsors out there, so many different companies that are looking. But the one thing I always say is, don't mention them yet. Because once you mention them, once they sign you, then hey, you can mention them all day, every day. But
Mhm.
I truly, truly think that you're a superstar, and it's just a matter of time before everybody knows who Connor Curran is. What's harder now? You find any pressure since becoming an Olympic champion?
No, no, honestly, it's like the opposite. I'm still very motivated to train and
Mhm,
I still want to stay very like humble. Um, but the pressure is all gone now because that was what I set out to do in the first place.
mhm, mhm.
So now it's like trying to find what's next is the big thing. But as far as jumping goes, like it, the pressure is like all gone now. But like compared to last year, like it was super, super stressful worrying about getting even like picked for the games and stuff like that.
So we're getting close to the end here, and I want to ask you some questions. and I'm gonna ask them, and you give me a quick answer.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be really quick, like rapid fire. And so go. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? Lobster.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Scary Movie 1.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Athlete? Ooh, that's a hard question. Let's see. Mikal Kingsbury.
Okay, okay. Dream vacation.
Dream vacation, I am a big fan of Thailand.
Okay.
Big fan.
What's your favorite car?
Lexus LFA. 2013 Lexus LFA.
What's your favorite music?
Mostly hip hop and house music.
You like Kool Ken?
Of course. Of course. I have your album downloaded. Come on now.
Let's go. Hey, what's your most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment? Oh, I mean, I've had a few of them. Um, like I've fallen directly on my face in front of 8,000 people. That was pretty embarrassing. Got like a bloody face and some like shiners on my eyes. So that was pretty embarrassing.
Tell us one thing that nobody knows about you.
One thing no one knows about me?
Yeah.
I don't think there is anything that. Oh, I really like to box.
Okay, okay.
I've been
Training?
picked yeah, I picked it up, last year. I'm actually a little over a year now, like, consistently doing it, and it's been a lot of fun. So I would say that's, like, something not a lot of people would know about me.
So that leads to this then. If you weren't skiing, what career would you have?
I don't know. I would probably have a few different careers because I've always been the type of person who wants to do it all and experience everything. So, but if I had to pick and choose, probably airline pilot. I would probably be
Okay.
studying, like, trying to get my commercial license.
You doing that now?
Yep, on the side. I just can't really focus directly on that while I'm jumping and all
Yeah.
this other stuff going on around me. But
That's
it's
awesome
getting
though.
done slowly but surely.
So what advice would you give kids chasing their dreams?
To never stop. Never stop doing what you love.
And what would you tell someone who's ready to quit?
Ready to quit?
Yeah, they need to be motivated.
Hmm.
They're
This is
giving up.
actually this is a really good question because I've been at that point before and I feel like there wasn't any one thing that someone could have said
Hmm.
though that would have helped me. For me, it was more like if I'm ready to quit, I need to be ready to let go of everything I've worked so hard for. And that alone was enough to deter me away from not quitting. Um, the most I can say is that usually the hardest days help make you into the best man you can be. So you just have to take those bad experiences or those bad weeks, those bad, camps that you might be having and use it as fuel or as a learning experience.
Good answer. How important are parents and coaches?
Extremely, extremely. The people you surround yourself with and who are around you every day is everything. It's everything. It was everything for me, at least. They're the ones who taught me about hard work, discipline, showing up on time, and doing the necessary things to becoming who I am today. So I think the parents, family, even your brother, um, coaches, everything, all of it's very important to the athlete for sure, especially in the developmental years.
To you, what's more important, talent or consistency.
Hard work beats talent every day of the week.
Day.
I've seen it firsthand. There have been many kids who were, more talented than me or whatever. Plenty of them that I can name. None of them really they just didn't want it though. You have to really want something to work for it. And this was something that I really wanted, and no one was going to work harder than me to get it.
This is going to be my final question. And this is my favorite one. So if the entire world could hear one message from Curran, what would you want them to remember?
Yeah, this is a deep one. This is a deep one for sure. I would really like to be remembered for the person that I was and how I treated other people, on top of working hard and being disciplined and just overall becoming the best human I can become.
That's dope, man. I want to thank you for your time and choosing to allow me to interview you.
Of course, thanks for having me. This was awesome.
Definitely. And I always say, man, remember, there's so much negativity in the world already. And you're a great positive influence in the world. So be that difference. Lead with respect. Think before you speak. Work hard. Continue to dream big and continue to stay humble.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank you again, you, your family, for allowing me to be a part of your journey, so to speak, and for your future. You got some great days and memories that are coming for you soon. So please, by all means, stay focused. Stay focused. And
Yes,
with
sir.
that being said, man, thank you for tuning in, everybody who's watching at home, for tuning in to Get Your Mind Right. Before we go, Connor, please let them know where they can find you, because we got to get your numbers up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram, cj.curran1, and that's my only social media.
And your website, too. What's your website?
It's connorcurranfreestyle.com.
All right. That's Curran, Olympic gold medalist. Skiing. What is it? How you say it? Aerial
skiing. Yes, sir.
Aerial skiing. And I'm your host, Kool Ken. I want to say peace, love, and positivity. Get your mind right. And you follow me, Kool Ken Z15. That's on everything. All right. Much love and respect. Hey, Connor. Hey, we'll be talking soon. You be safe, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ken. You as well.
Pleasure. Salute.
Salute.
When did you get here? How did you arrive? You remember the time when you dead or alive? Is it your born day or the day that you died? Are you happy or sad? What's the reason you cried? Do you show your emotions or keep them inside? Let it all build up and you calling it pride. Not afraid to do wrong, always ready to ride. Always contradicting, never steady, you fried. Can you just close your eyes but open your mind? Whether you're waiting in line or doing some time, just listen. No need to chime, I'm giving you knowledge, not dropping a dime. Wanna give you the jewels, to use them as tools. Wanna see you move forward and see you improve. Pull you out of the dark and into the light. Stand tall and be ready to fight. Get your mind right, time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine, to the end of the line. Never said it was easy, but steady I climb. Staying focused in the limelight. Get your mind right, time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine, to the end of the line. Never said it was easy, but steady I climb. Staying focused in the limelight. get your mind right. What makes you listen? Are you making a choice? Is it manipulation or is it the voice? Is it the beat that got you tapping your feet, got you bobbing your head when you listen to me? Your boy Kool Ken at the top of your list. When you're hitting them corners, when you're whipping your whip, all eyes on me. Are you liking the show? I appreciate the front to the back of the road. Smooth on the surface, you already know. Working harder than these, but still making it flow from city to city. Collecting the dough to the top of the game, the only way that I know. But in the blink of an eye, they can turn out the lights. Still reach for the sky, don't be afraid of the heights. Stay in your zone. When you're taking this flight, sit back and get your game tight. Get your mind right. Time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine to the end of the line. Never said it was easy, but steady I climb, staying focused in the limelight. Get your mind right. Time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine to the end of the line. Never said it was easy, but steady I climb, staying focused in the limelight. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine to the end of the line. Thank you for waking me up and giving me another opportunity to be a better person today than I was yesterday. And another opportunity to make better decisions. Time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine to the end of the line. Peace. When did you get here? How did you arrive? You remember the time when you dead or alive?